All right, so for this one, you just got to play around with it a little bit. I wrote an equation on the screen, but you don't necessarily need to figure out that equation to be able to solve this. You can essentially just think through it. But I did go ahead and convert the 1/2 to 2/4 to make it easier to add those. So we know that between the apples and the pies, 3/4, excuse me, of all the pies are either apple or pecans. And that means that between the coconut and the peach, which is 32, this is 1/4 of the pies. And so we can actually just set up a proportion with this 1/4, which is our part over whole. Okay, so 32 is our part. We don't know what the whole is, so that's what we're trying to find. So we can just multiply 32 times 4, divide by 1, which is 128, which tells us how many pies. So that's one way to do it. If you wanted to use the equation instead of just logic through it like I just did, you could set up the equation that I have on the screen. So 1/4 of all the pies, which is just x is the total number of pies. 1/4 of all the pies plus 2/4 of all the pies plus 24 plus 8 is equal to the total number of pies. So now we can just combine all of our x's. So we have 3/4 x plus 32 is equal to x. And then we'll just subtract the 3/4 x, which is going to be 32 is equal to 1/4 x. And then we just solve for x, which we would just multiply both sides by 4 to get rid of that 1/4, which is 128. So whichever way makes more sense to you, gets you to the same place. Answer E.